morning, good morning, good morning. It's GailLyn Crawford, and I am the queen of journaling. It's Thursday, December the 18th, 2025, and guess what? 7 more days till Christmas. I tell you, Christmas came a little quick for me this year because I just happened to get my book published back in September on the 19th, Walk by Faith and Trot by Sight, which led to me having to plan and present my book signing the day after my birthday, the 22nd of November. It was amazing. It was awesome. It was one of the best days of my life, but it took a lot of my energy because the next week was Thanksgiving, and I ended up ordering my dinner from Cracker Barrel, and now it's Christmas. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy for Christmas. It's one of my favorite uh, holidays. Today's topic is going to be taken from my foundations of journaling. You don't have to be a writer to journal. And I don't think of myself as a writer. I think of myself as a person who just jots down what she hears. I keep track of it, catchy phrases, and I always say to myself, well, and I tell you, one day one of your catchy phrases or something you create could end up going viral and making you some money. So catchy phrases are important. Your thoughts are important. Or words you hear and you're not sure what they mean and you look them up and you can apply them to your life. That's important. So you don't have to be some writer of a fiction or nonfiction book to become a person who journals. Discussions for you don't have to be a writer. I mean, we're in discussion with people all the time, whether at work, at home, our families, and you never know. Something you hear them say, someone makes you laugh, um, write it down. We don't always get the opportunity to be in training or sitting at a speaking engagement in church, in school, some type of event. You don't always have that opportunity. Unless that's your profession, it's most likely you're not going to be sitting in any one of these types of atmospheres. So just remember, if you're in normal conversation, if you're in a group setting, even if you have thoughts, our thoughts are very important. We can't really control what we think. I mean, I guess we could, but sometimes what we think or what we dream or what we hear or what we doze off and we see, there's daydreams. We could write them down. They might be helpful to us in the future. So you don't have to be a writer to journal. Journaling is not grammar, spelling, or perfect sentences. It's about expression and honesty. A journal welcomes short phrases, bullet points, drawings, prayers, lists, or even just a single word. As I stated earlier, a single word that you don't know about, that you're not sure of, write it down. Journaling is simply your voice on paper, written for clarity, healing, growth, or my favorite word, faith. If you can think, feel, or reflect, you can journal. It's as simple as that. And we all do that. We all think, we all feel, and we all have reflections. My habit of jotting down catchy phrases is a good thing. But we can personally take notes on what we hear and learn about journaling anywhere for future reference. Even if I'm sitting in Sunday school class and I hear or write or come across something that I want to research and look up more, or if there's some Bible verse that really catches my eye, I write it down and I reflect on it later. What happens in our life is no coincidence. So later reflection could be the answer to your situation or to someone else who seeks your advice. Who knows? You could even turn into a book. Everyone has a story to tell. And I know you may have heard it before, but that is my honest to God, truth, gut feeling. Everyone is here for a purpose, and everyone has a story to tell. Whether good or bad, hey, you can get it edited. Um, there's, as I stated yesterday, a diary that we can write. We can put our thoughts in a diary, and that's more personal. We don't have to share that with anyone. But journaling are just thoughts, catchy phrases, situations that we think we'd like to reflect on later, and then we can jot them down in journal form and leave them for future generations to use as a guideline on how to come out of some type of situation that they're experiencing. That's what I think journaling is, and that's why I like the idea of journaling. You don't have as a journal as you journal, you have interest in authoring a book. Think or recall life situations that support your situations to author, and how it may be of service to something else. Experiences are meant for sharing, teaching, and a legacy. And that's why I say again, don't think of yourself as having to be this professional person that has many years experience of writing or journaling. Even if you want to do a recording of your voice and then take it to chat GBT or one of these other AI sources and have them put it in writing, that's a good idea too. I recall writing my book by hand. I hand wrote it for 2 years. It was hundreds of pages, and then I went into an AI assistance program and said, I don't feel like typing all of this. Can you type it for me? And it was created, and that helped me a lot with getting my book started. So don't always think you have to be a person that knows how to write. You can talk, we can speak. They have all these audio devices now. No excuse. Someone needs to hear your story. I don't want to take up all your time today. I just want to remind you that journaling, you don't have to be a professional person. Journaling, you don't have to be a writer. It's a choice. It's an option. You decide. I have several journals out there available at Amazon.com. Feel free to visit the site. Feel free to ask me any questions at the bottom of this video. And thank you for watching my video another day. Thank you for subscribing, sharing this video with others. I appreciate it. And everyone try to have a great rest of your Thursday.